All right, all right, all right. This section is the social political section. Why is it called that? Because in the world we live in today, the social realm is very, very important to what is taking place in the world. If one is paying attention to what's taking place, you see there's a battle of information that's taking place out there. You got those who are pushing information in the mainstream, thinking that they have complete control and monopoly over that. And then you have those who are out there in the realm of the social sphere. They are presentation that is much different. What is different about it? Well, everybody has one of these, a cell phone, right? Everybody has a cell phone, and that cell phone is able to go ahead and capture images and pictures and videos as they are happening. So people are out and about on the streets, and when they see something going on, they capture it. They put it instantly on their Twitter or their Facebook. The same people, politicians, and corrupt individuals who in the past used to get away with things can't get away with things anymore because more and more people are catching them in the act. And as more people are catching them in the act, guess what's happening? Other people are being encouraged by this. See, the social networks are playing a big part in all of this and helping to encourage others to become stronger. Okay, we're helping each other out through this process. Now, there's several places you can go. You could see I've got my Pepe hat on here today. Okay, if you are triggered by this at the moment, then maybe you should go find a safe space because the Pepe hat's not coming off. If you understand and you visit some of these networks, you understand what Pepe's all about. It's just a frog. But Hillary thought the frog was racist, and so people have embraced this whole idea to just keep putting the frog out there for them to become triggered by. There's more to it than that, but you get the basic ideas. It's a frog, okay? It's a frog. So anyway, let me show you some of the news that's out there in the social world today. Of course, the big thing you may have heard about has to do with Rachel Maddow and her big announcement about Trump and the taxes that he didn't pay. As a matter of fact, for a couple of years, we heard all about the taxes that weren't paid. Well, she kept announcing she has the taxes, she has the taxes. Trump paid $38 million dollars in taxes in 2005. Now, what is so significant about this information is that for the last year and a half plus, all we've heard is Trump didn't pay taxes. Trump didn't pay taxes. We heard this from Hillary. We heard this from the Democrats. We heard this from the mainstream media. We heard it from every talking parrot that would listen to what they were saying, and that's what they repeated over and over. But guess what? Last night, in one swift move, not only did Rachel Maddow show herself to be a complete gullible individual, but she also proved that Donald Trump did pay taxes, and he did pay a lot of taxes. As a matter of fact, he paid more taxes than Obama. He paid more taxes than some of the networks. He paid more taxes than Bernie. All of the people who have criticized him should stop criticizing him now because of the fact that he's out there and he's paying. Now, Twitter is very important to the whole social network scene, which is why I'm using Twitter quite a bit. A lot of people use Twitter. However, there's problems, continual censorship issues. Does Milo Yiannopoulos have a constitutional right to tweet? Most Americans know they can speak their mind in the public square thanks to the First Amendment speech and social media. However, it can be censored because private companies use those cyberspaces. But a recent Supreme Court oral argument suggests Twitter's practice of banning controversial right wing pundits could be deemed illegal. Okay, so I'm going to leave that for you. It's illegal because it's stopping free speech. Free speech works both ways. I can say whatever I want to say, and if you're offended by it, that's okay because you can say whatever you want, and if I'm offended by it, it's okay. We just don't want to get in hate speech. We don't want to get into doing stupid things like Snoop Dogg making videos about assassinations because that's not free speech. That's inciting violence. Okay? There's a difference out there. When Madonna says things like she does, that's inciting violence. If you're not aware that you have people that pay attention to things you say, if you're not aware of that, then you should just sit down and be quiet because you might end up hurting yourself or others. So, social networks important. Keep checking the Twitter feeds and the Facebook feeds, and keep thinking about Pepe. All right, that's it. That's it for our social political scene for today. I'll be back. Stay tuned.